Join us for this year's Reflections. This year's theme, I Matter Because. What is PTA Reflections? Reflections is a theme-based art contest where students create art based on their interpretation of the theme. Student winners will move up through their council, district, region, and state Reflections programs with a chance to win scholarship money. Join us and unleash your inner artist. That's right, we're calling for entries in the following categories. Visual arts. That's painting, drawing, or even 3D art. Check the rules for size requirements. Photography. This is where the student is the photographer. Borrow your mom or dad's phone with their permission and take a photo of what your idea is about this year's theme. Dance choreography. The student will choreograph a dance. Be sure to read the rules for restrictions on time. Music composition. The student will compose his or her own music. Film. The student becomes the filmmaker. Make sure the student is the one filming. If you wish to be in your own film, you'll need to use a selfie stick and be sure to get your parents' permission. Literature. This is for all you creative writers out there. Be sure not to include any drawings or art in your literature, or they could consider it visual arts. All of these art categories must be to the theme, I Matter Because. And the most important part, you'll want to explain your idea and how it relates to the theme in your artist statement. Here are a few example ideas. Let's say I have my own free library. I could take a photo of my library, or I could draw or paint and enter it in visual arts of my free library. Then this is the most important part. On your entry form, the student will write what their artist statement is. This is explaining how their art entry relates to the theme, I Matter Because. An example artist statement could be, I matter because I like to help people who cannot afford books. I made a free library where people can take and leave books. I hope more people will read because of me. Here's another example. You could paint a picture of a sunflower. Or you could borrow your mom or dad's phone and take a picture of a sunflower. Your artist statement example could be, I matter because I like to plant flowers. Flowers are pretty. I hope to make the world a nicer place. If you have a younger student or you are a younger student, you may dictate your artist statement to your parent, and your parent may physically write the words. But be sure the words are of the student. Now that you know more about reflections, here's how to enter. Fill out an entry form. Have your parents read the rules for restrictions on sizes and other things. Pick a category and create art based on the theme, I Matter Because. Students must do the work. No parent help except with the entry form. Next, you're going to upload your images. Parents will need to help the students take 2 or 3 images. One image with the entry form on top of the art. This way we'll know which art goes with which entry form. Make sure we can see the writing clearly. Next, take 1 or 2 of just your art entry. This is what will be judged, so make sure it's a good image. Next, we'll turn in the work digitally via Google Photos by Friday, October 2nd. There'll be more information with how-to and links in order to help you do this. Finally, all the entries will be judged by real artists and education professionals. The Reflections Award announcement and digital show will be sent October 9th. Students moving on to the council show judging may need to send more images, as this will be digital as well. All rules and entry forms were sent home in your student packet. Or you can go to thecapta.org for more forms and information. We hope you'll join us for this year's Reflections I Matter Because. Here's some pictures from last year's Reflections. Reflect on the theme, create original work, and be recognized.